Welcome back to the Vic Show. The only reason why I'm doing this is because evidently people like listening to me suffer. So suffer I shall. Let's get right on into it. So let's get ready to rumble. Okay, here we go. Okay, first of all, edit this out, please. Second of all, remove these asterisks, please. If there's no title, remove it, please. This isn't fucking hard, people. Just make it look nice. What is so fucking hard about that? Okay, whatever. Josrand? Josrand. I'm calling him Josrand. I'm calling it Josrand. Species. Slime. One thing I've already noted is, again, sometimes there is a space, as in here, and then sometimes there's not a space, as in there, which is aggravating, because it doesn't just, jump to one and then stay there. No, it jumps back and forth. Make up your fucking mind. Gender doesn't have one, but usually takes a male body when he appears in his true form. So, if his... that makes literally no sense. True form would imply that he is not, masquerading or hiding, his sliminess. Sounds really gross now that I said it out loud, but oh well, live with it. But yet, it is, presumably a human male, which is, you're never going to believe this, but, people are not made of slime. Usually 6 foot in his true form. Okay. Height, weight, 125. 125 what? Stone, pounds, kilograms, ounces, fucking nanograms? If, they're not available, don't include them. Doesn't have one exactly, but does find women more pretty than men. You know what? I don't. Former servant. Again, with the spacing. And again, if it's not needed, don't put it. Like all this. Look at all this. Just empty. Empty crap. Senses too. That's not on the fucking thing, but whatever. I guess that takes place of, I don't know, perception, which is, the same thing, but whatever. First, make it, organize it. Goddamn page breaks. You people can read these things before you submit them. Make it look nice, please. I'm begging you. Into a perfect copy of whatever he wants, with the ability to anything twice his size, although people and objects his own size are far easier to copy. Okay, whatever. It's, a little bit interesting, what could actually be done with that, but I doubt it actually is or was ever used for anything. Basically, he can turn into a paper tiger of something. Okay. It's not so much as he's innocent in his perception of the world, so much as he can't. Everyone has negative emotions, and even then, they're not negative. We just perceive them as negative. But, fucking semantics. Oh my fucking god. I genuinely despise people who categorize, emotions into arbitrary divisions of positive or negative. They're just, it's just emotions. There's nothing inherently good or bad about them. His species naturally lacks emotions. Fear is not a negative thing. Fear is actually a pretty smart thing. Because it turns out when you're afraid of something, you're less likely to do that. If I had no fear, I'd go running off a fucking cliff. But no, because I'm not fucking mental, I realize, hey, that's a shit idea. He simply sees the world as it is and finds it fascinating and is filled with bottomless curiosity, even if they don't like him. So he's, evidently intelligent enough to, have emotions when his species doesn't have them, somehow. But he is naive to the point where he can't tell when people don't like him. Gets sad on rare occasions. for the right reasons. Oh my god. Emotions are not positive or negative. They are simply that. Emotions. Moral alignment. Good. That's if we're basing it off of the fucking 3x3 D&D chart. That's not even one of them. You have lawful good. Lawful. I don't fucking remember, but I know that just good isn't one of them. Goals and motivations to find his old master. Support likes meeting new people, eating, napping, exploring. Anti-values or dislikes. People dying. First of all, Delta, Yankee, India, November, Golf. Now this, whatever that is. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. 2 centuries ago, first of all, there would be a comma there. So these two wouldn't be capitalized at all. A sorcerer began experimenting with lesser monsters to see if they could be useful pawns in his schemes. He began to see if he could domesticate wild signs and see if they could be enhanced with magic to be intelligent enough to follow orders without questioning orders. Well, this worked for... yes, one, however, seemed... yes, the lucky one. Fucking, main character syndrome, which is fine, But the fact that it was only one, and this just happens to be that one, is interesting. The spell had made him too intelligent. So evidently, the sorcerer was fucking incompetent because he couldn't control what he was actually doing. He deserved to be blown up. Not the slime, the fucking sorcerer, who evidently can't control his own goddamn powers. Developing speech and full-on sentience. They began to ask the impatient wizard questions about the stars and planets and about the world outside his tower. He tried reversing the spell, but no luck. So not only is he incapable of doing the spell correctly, he is incapable of undoing his mistake, and he's unable... This story is crap. Fucking, what's the term? Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, that's the term. So he's aware... Whatever. You know what? I'm done. I want to be done, so I'm just gonna end it here. I give this character a 4.7 out of 10. I've seen better. Much, much better. Vic out.